as late as Acts 19, it's quite obvious that water baptism is a non-negotiable, absolute essential marker for your entrance into the Christian faith. This is not hard. In Acts 8, it's true that they actually received the gospel of the kingdom before getting baptized. That's true. That was an absolute exception. I'll tell you why. The Samaritans were the first people to get that gospel. That was a gospel preaching and receiving in a brand new geographical region. And so it took the apostles, and we don't have apostles like that today. It needed the apostles to go over there personally and lay hands on those people so that they get the Spirit. But that's the exception, and is not applicable today at all. The rule for us today is that everybody must, if they want to obey God, if they want to obey Jesus, if they want to do Christianity in the New Testament fashion, they must be baptized in water as an intelligent adult when they believed Philip preaching about the gospel of the kingdom, exactly the same gospel as Jesus had preached. Then they were ready to be baptized. So the idea of saying, I don't think I need to be baptized, is a quick way to ruin. You're shaking your fist at Jesus at stop one, stage one. I don't know why anybody would do that, since salvation, Hebrews 5:9 says, is given to those who obey Jesus. Why would you imagine wanting to disobey Jesus? Because if you love me, Jesus said, you're going to be keeping my commandments. Well, one of his commandments was, go into the world, preach and teach everything I taught you, and I'll be with you till the end of the age. Is that clear? If not, please get that one clear, because these are basic things. One baptism, of course, means one baptism into the Christian faith by which you receive the Spirit. That's all that is. Obviously, one water baptism throughout. Jesus also baptized people. So the immediate apostles of Jesus had been baptized by him. Of course they had. They'd been baptized, some of them before, if they met John earlier. This isn't difficult. Jesus baptized more people, the text says, than John did. But everybody, I repeat, everybody in the New Testament, with the possible exception of the thief on the cross, it's too late for him to be baptized. But you're not going to make that the rule. The rule is that you are to repent, that's a command, and get baptized, that's a command. That's in Acts 2:38. This isn't difficult. Nobody should even have a question about it, quite honestly, because it's so straightforward. What is obeying Jesus? Which thing is more important than something else? It's all important. You simply obey Jesus, and you hear the command, and you remember the words of Jesus. If you love me, you're going to do what I say. And you don't then say, well, which is the more important? No. Just get on with the obedience. The obedience of faith, Romans chapter 1 and Romans 16, the obedience of faith. There's no faith without obedience. You can't talk about believing without obeying. You can't talk about obeying without believing. 1 Timothy 6:3 says, if anybody doesn't bring the teaching of Jesus to you, watch out. He's a pompous idiot, I'm paraphrasing. To deny the teachings of Jesus, and of course, Paul, through whom Jesus also spoke, is an easy way to be lost, to be rejected when Christ comes back. The other one is 2 John 7-9. And John the Apostle warns, if anybody goes ahead in the name of progress and doesn't have the teachings of Messiah, that is Antichrist.